Most of the time when you're making a short film or a passion project that has no money involved, you tend to write to your resources and make a project using resources that you have available to you. We did not do that.
When you write, you have to think with the creative mind and a technical mind. You have to think, is this actually doable? How much is this going to cost? And is this cool? Is this interesting? Is this appealing? Sometimes you have to make a jump and write something, and you're like, I think this is worth it.
A lot of the concept revolved around this garden archway. And seeing that in the script looks great, but it's also one of those things where it's like, how are we going to do this?
We settled on it was doable. And the way you do it is you just start. I mean, how else? And so we just have to be creative.
So we had done some kind of scouting and trying to figure out like, okay, does it make sense to go somewhere that has this archway? And it's so specific that it was really not possible to find a location without traveling. So we decided to build it.
I brought my wife, Amanda, into the project, and she helped us design this tunnel. She found all the materials, figured out measurements, and then we started the assembling process. And we were lucky enough to have a location that allowed us to build this set over the course of several weeks.
And it slowly came together, and it's like, I think this is gonna work.
Without us having created that space, it would have been nearly impossible to find something quite that perfect. And it worked out that it was on a property that we were able to utilize other areas of that same property for the remainder of our exterior work.
At the end of the tunnel, there was supposed to be this door, this big wooden door.
I knew once it was in the film, I was like, we can do this. My dad and I, we can do this. Part of the inspiration for the short story was building in the workshop with my dad. That was something I would do growing up, and that's what we did. We're like, how are we even going to mount this thing? How are we going to build this thing? It's like, well, let's just build it like a real wall. That's the only way I know how to build things. So it was probably way too heavy and not realistic for a film set, but that's what we did. We built it.
We basically took this idea of this tunnel and built it from scratch, and it was awesome. I'm so glad that we did it because it added so much value to the end product. You actually feel like you get transported into this imaginary world through the eyes of this child.
The set itself was very beautiful. And honestly, for the size and scope of this project, having an element like that was just absolutely magnificent.
It was amazing to see it come to life because sometimes you feel like this was made to be, and now we just brought it to life.